Good day everybody, morning vibes, everybody around the world. Welcome to our statistic course. Today we are going to discuss about bar chart and frequency distribution table of n-gain score with SPSS. Okay, as usual, we need to pay attention on the basic concepts of bar chart and frequency distribution table of n-gain score with SPSS. Number one, descriptive statistical analysis is useful for presenting data in summary form to make it easier for readers to understand. And number two, bar charts and frequency distribution tables are part of descriptive statistical analysis. Number three, bar charts are useful for showing numbers expressed in the form of rectangular figures. And last, the frequency distribution table is an arrangement of data based on certain categories presented in the form of summary list. Okay. The next, I will give you sample case. In the previous video tutorial both in n-gain score for paired sample t-test and n-gain score for independent sample t-test, in experiment class and control class data analysis, we have calculated the n-gain score for the experiment class and control class with SPSS. The summary of the result of the calculations of the n-gain score can be seen in the following Excel data. Here I have Excel data. N-gain score test calculation results. Here we have experiment class n-gain score percentage 65.71 until 62.86 and the mean here 63.3969. The minimum is 53.13 and the maximum is 75. About the control class n-gain score percentage here start from 31.03 until 25.8446 this one I mean the mean about the n-gain score percentage from control class there are 11 participants. The percentage from 31.03 until 35.71 with the mean n-gain score percentage is 25.8446. And then here we have the minimum is 6.06 and the maximum is 47.73%. Okay, so we need to do the bar chart here. Why? Because we need to make it easier to have the result not only this kinds of list of table but we are going to have the bar charts and to find out how many times the student have the range of percentage So here we have to note the experimental class is used to measure the effectiveness of the use of cooperative learning methods, while the control class is used to measure the effectiveness of using conventional learning methods. On English learning outcomes in recontext material for the 11th grade students of SMA IT Al-Fikri Semarang in the academic year 2023. For the case example in this video, we will practice how to create a bar chart and frequency distribution table from the N-gain score for the experimental class and control class. Okay, now we go to stages of analysis with SPSF. We have the first step here. We need to look at again at the formula for category of interpretations of the effectiveness of the N-gain score below. Here we have the percentage, yeah. If the N-gain score percentage is less than 40%, so it is categorized not effective. But if the N-gain score percentage is between 40% until 55%, so it is categorized less effective. And the next, if N-gain score percentage is between 56 until 75%, so it is categorized effective enough. But if the N-gain score percentage is more than 76%, so it is categorized effective. Okay, the next step here is to group the N-gain score here, yeah, the N-gain score acquisition data for each student. In this case, there are 11 students, yeah. Okay, based on the category formula for the interpretation of the effectiveness of the N-gain score above, this data grouping value will be used later in the descriptive analysis process with SPSS. So here, for students who get an N-gain score that is less than 40%, then a grouping code is 1, yeah. And the N-gain score of 40 until 55%, the grouping code is 2. And then the N-gain score percentage that is between 56 until 76%, the N-gain score code is 3. And the last, the N-gain score percentage that is more than 76%, so the grouping code is 4. So here, we start from the experiment class, yeah. Experiment class, the N-gain score 65.71%. It belongs to the group here, yeah, between 56 until 75%. So the grouping code is 3, yeah. 55.56, grouping code 3. 69.05, the grouping code is 3. 75, the grouping code is 3. 59.46, the grouping code is 3. 66.67, the grouping code is 3, yeah. 66.67, still the grouping code is 3. 62.16, the grouping code is 3. And then here 53 until 13, yeah, belong to this percentage less effective. So the grouping code is 2, yeah, 40 until 55%. The grouping code is 2. And 61 until 11, yeah, the grouping code is 3, yeah. And the last 62.86 percentage, the grouping code is 3. How about the N-gain score calculation result for control class? Yeah. So we have here 31.03. So the grouping code is 1, yeah, because it is less than 40%. So the grouping code is 1. And then 30, the grouping code is 1. 47.73, yeah, because it is between 40 until 55%. So the grouping code is 2. And then the next 36.36, yeah, the grouping code is 1, and the next 6.25%, the grouping code is 1, and then the next 41.46, here the grouping code is 2 ya, because between 40% until 55%. And the next 9.68%, so the grouping code is 1. 10%, the grouping code is 1. 6.06, the grouping code is 1. And 30, yeah, still less than 40%, so the grouping code is 1. And the last 35.71%, the grouping code is 1. Okay. The value of grouping of n-gain scores for the experiment class can be seen in the Excel data on the right. Yeah, okay. Next we go to input, and then analysis, and then SPSS output. Okay, we go to SPSS here. We go to variable view first. Under the page name here, we type grouping X here for experiment, yeah, and then the label experiment class, and then we have grouping here, control, yeah, and then here control class. We type control class here, and then the value, we type the value based on the category here of the percentage, yeah. So based on the coding, we type 1, and the label here is less than 40%, so it is not effective. And then we click add, and then we type group code number 2. It is 40% until 55%. So it is categorized as less effective. Yeah, less effective. And we click add here. And then the next we type 3 for the coding number 3. It is 56% until 75%, and it is categorized as effective enough. Yeah, and we click add, and the last, it group code 4. It is for the n-gain percentage that is more than 76%. So it is categorized as effective. Yeah. And then we click here, and then we click OK. Okay, whether we can copy it. Okay, we can copy it, yeah, here, yeah. And then decimals, yeah, because from the grouping code there is no decimal, so in SPSS we do not need to type decimal, just put it as 0. And then for the measurement, yeah, for the measurement here, we click nominal, yeah, both of them nominal, and then we go to data view, grouping experiment and grouping control, yeah. Okay, we just copy the data, we input the data from Excel, yeah, we copy, and then we paste it in SPSS. Just paste it here for grouping experiments. We back to Excel data. We copy for the control class and we paste it in grouping control here. Okay. And then the next, after we have already done the input of the data, we go to the analyze. Just click analyze, click descriptive statistic, and we click frequencies. So we click experiment class, on grouping experiment, on the dialog box on the left, and we send it to the variables on the dialog box on the right, and control class also on the dialog box on the left, and send it to the variables on the dialog box on the right. Okay. And then we click chart, we choose chart here, and then about the chart values, it is up to you whether you want to choose frequencies or percentages, but I prefer frequencies here, for us to calculate it easier, how the appearing of the percentage, in the participants, we click it and then we click OK. Okay, we are waiting for the output, so we have already follow the stages, input, analysis, and the last SPSS output. Okay, interpretation of SPSS output, table frequencies here, based on the output of statistics, we have frequencies here, and then statistics. The first output, based on the output of statistic, it is known that the valid n value is 11, meaning that the number of respondents entered into the SPSS is 11 students, So all of the 11 participants have their own score, So that's one, there is no missing. The missing is 0 here. So I just copy it, and you can also paste it here in your MS Word data. From the output, we can see that there are 3 output for the frequencies, Frequency distribution table. The first is statistics. The second is frequency table for experiment class and also for control class. We are going to discuss it one by one. So as I have already told you earlier, in the statistic here, here. So the experiment class, the participants 11, the control class, the participant also 11. The missing 0, because all of the participants, the total 11 participants, we have already made the input, for their scores, and there is no empty score for them. And then the next, we can have a look at the frequency distribution table here for the experiment class. And we can have a look at this one, the frequency, for the participants that is categorized less effective or showing the N-gain score percentage between 40 until 55%, only one participant. Or if it is in percentage, the percentage is 9.1%. And then for the participants, that showing the N-gain score between 56 until 75%, and categorized as effective enough, there are 10 participants, or the frequency 10, and then the percent 90.9%, or the total here 100%, here the frequency also the total 11. So I have already made the summary here, In the experiment class output for the frequency and percent section, yeah, it is known that there are one participant or one student or 9.1% students who get a gain scores of less than 40%. And there are 10 participants or 90.9% of the students who get a gain scores of 56 until 75%. And we can copy this table, yeah. Just click on the right and copy and then paste it here in your MS Word file, yeah. And I have already made the highlight here, yeah. For the experiment class, frequency one time, showing the end cancer percentage between 40 until 55% or categorized as DS effective. So 1% means 9 point, frequency 1 means 9.1%. And then the frequency 10 times of students showing the NCAN scores between 56 and 75% categorized effective enough, yeah, or if it is in percentage 90.9%. So the total of the percentage, yeah, 100%. And the total of the frequency 11, yeah, just like the total number of the participants. The next we go to control class, yeah. We can see the output of SPSS here. The control class, the frequency of students showing less than 40% or categorized not effective, the frequency 9, yeah, it means 9 participants. And the percentage here, 81.8%. And the students that showing the NCAN score 40% until 55% or categorized less effective, so the frequency 2 times, yeah. If it is in percent, 81.2%, yeah. Okay, on the total of the frequency, of course, 11, yeah. 11 means 11 times or 11 participants. And the total of the percentage here, 100%. Okay, let's go to the next, yeah. Of course, we can make the summary here by copying this table on SPSS output and you can paste it in your MS Word file here, yeah. In the control class output for the frequency and percent sections, it is known that there are 9 participants or 9 times or 81.8% students who get a gain score of less than 40%. And there are 2 or 18, yeah, 18.2%, yeah, sorry, this one typo, yeah. 18.2% of the students who get a gain scores of 40 until 55%. So we can have a look at this one, yeah. Okay, this one, don't forget it is typo, it should be 18.2%, yeah. We can delete 9 here. Yeah, here the frequency 9 for the participant who shows the NCAN score less than 40% or categorized not effective. And then the frequency 2 for those who get the NCAN scores percentage of 40 until 55% or categorized less effective. And then this one, the valid percent, yeah, 81.8%, yeah. For the frequency 9 times and 18.2% for the frequency 2 times, yeah. And the total here 100% and the total of the frequency 11. Okay, the next, beside we can make the conclusions or summary from the frequency distribution table, yeah, experiment class and control class. We can go to bar chart output figure, yeah. The output figure shows the frequency distribution of the gain score in the form of a bar chart. Its interpretation is as contained in the frequency distribution table, yeah, just like the same. So here frequency 1 ya for in experiment class ya, showing 40 until 55% categorized less effective, only one participants. And here frequency 9 students ya, frequency 10 ya, 10 participants ya for experimental class who shows the NGAN score 56 until 75% or categorized effective enough. And this one for the control class, you can have a look at this one. 9 participants or 9 times showing the students that are categorized not effective or showing the NGAN score that is less than 40%. And then there are 2 participants or 2 times of NGAN score percentage that show 40% until 55% or categorized less effective. Okay, so that's one about bar chart and frequency distribution table for NGAN score ya. This one not only can be used for NGAN score ya, but also it can be used for analyzing other data ya, such as age data, the data of gender, the data of jobs or occupations, and also demographic data. So it can shows you the easiest or the simplest effectiveness and the simple table ya, table the frequency and percent in more real data, and it shows the practice ya that can be seen directly from the bar chart. Okay, so thank you very much for your attention. Hoping that this SPSS tutorial will give you beneficial knowledge, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. That's all for today's topic about bar chart and distribution frequency distribution table for NGAN score. See you in the next video.